Hello to you, and welcome into episode 14 of the Untitled series here on United Spurs of America. I'm Jacob. As you can tell, it is me. Spurs had a match 11 hours ago. It kicked off. Wait. Yeah, I think 11 hours ago it kicked off, if my math is correct anyway. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. You know me, too blessed to be stressed. Enjoyed what I saw. I watched the game way too early this morning. I didn't feel as though I had a great grasp of the game, so I actually watched it twice. Some people don't even watch the preseason matches. Your boy Jacob actually watched it twice, so that shows you my dedication to this. Took a lot of notes. I have a lot of opinions on things. Obviously, it's just the first preseason match. Let's not get, you know me, I like to get a little bit overhyped, a little overzealous about what I see. I'm an emotional guy, so I love my club, and there's some things I did like. There's some things I didn't like, but overall, I would say I'm pretty pleased with the fact of Ange's first match as Tottenham Hotspur's manager. But before I get into all that, let's say what's up. Thank you, and always shout out to the Patreon members. You know who you are. Big ups to yourself right now. Shout out Alan 10-inch Sibley. Todd Spurs gets the first place prize for the day. Says big up Jacob and all. Plenty of promise from the game today. Defenders needed, onwards and upwards. Very well said. Defenders very much needed. I do agree with you there, Todd Spurs. Also, YouTube chat member checking in. I like that when a YouTube chat member gets the first place prize of the day. That's pretty sweet. Carl Simpson's in the house. Big up Jacob and everyone in the chat. Big up Carl Simpson. Hope you're doing well, keeping well. It was about 10 p.m. Happy evening for y'all out there in the UK. But for me, it's just 3 p.m. But it feels a little late for me. But you know, that's just because I woke up so dang early. Hello, son. My son has now strolled into here. So if you do hear him, apologies. Wayne Bonner's in the house as well. Says evening, afternoon, all. Hope you're all well and enjoyed the game. Another YouTube chat member checking in. Big up Wayne Bonner. I am doing well. Hope you are as well. I enjoyed that match. I enjoyed what I saw. But I hope you did too. Sorry, my son's in here distracting me, and I'm not going to lie to you. It's just a little bit distracting. Big up Patty Hartnett in the house. Big up, buddy. Big up, Patty. How are you doing? Good to see you in the house. Wombo 9055.5 says Messi or Ronaldo. For me, I like Messi. I like Messi personally more than Mr. Ronaldo. No shame to Mr. Ronaldo. He's quite fabulous himself. But shout out, this guy's from the Twitch. So we got someone on the Twitch checking in on Jacob TV. If you are checked in on Jacob TV on YouTube or on Twitch right now, big up yourself. You get behind the scenes access to stuff. More stuff's coming that way. Trust me. I haven't forgot about y'all, but with Spurs kicking off, it's just too dang much to talk about with Spurs. You know what I'm saying? Lazy Eight's in the house. Geo back in. What say you? Ooh. This is actually a spicy little topic. You know what? Since you're asking the question, let me go ahead and I'll kick it off with that off the jump. Let me go ahead and share my screen. So the caller from Cheese Room podcast here on YouTube, shout out. I'll go ahead and plug it. Keep or sell. And it's rumored that 25 million euros is what we value him at. And as of today, I'd be curious to see this poll. Someone conduct this poll like 2 weeks ago. Because for me, I'm going to try to remain as consistent as possible. I'm still selling him. If we can get 25, 35 million, hey, I hope he keeps balling out, because you know what? That just means that we could get a decent price for him. Some people are arguing that he could be useful in an Ainge POSTECOGLOU system. I'm really curious what y'all think in the chat. Let me know. If you're watching this back on playback, please do hit that like. And if you're watching this live, please do hit that like as well. Thank you very much. And I believe we are like 4 subs away from the big 1,500. Yep, we are 4 subs away from 1,500. So if you haven't subscribed yet, you are new, please do hit that subscribe. If you do like this broadcast, if you do like this YouTube channel, please do make sure you're subscribed, and make sure your whole family subscribed as too. You know, they all want to watch United Spurs of America. But for me, Lazier, Gio back in. The poll seems to be swinging. You see my vote is sell. That's what I voted with 43% of voters. 367 votes. I feel like that's a pretty good little taste of the room to see how people are feeling. 56% saying keep. I don't know. For me, I just don't know how I feel about that. One good 45 minutes doesn't erase the memory bank of unfortunate nightmares that I have with Giovanni Lo Celso. So that's the thing is, you know, if he wants to come in and play and Ange Postecoglou says, you know what, I can get a tune out of this guy, who am I to say to no to Giovanni Lo Celso? I personally say no still. I say good. Hope he balls. Hope we can sell him and get someone else in. But you know what? Again, like I said, I trust in Ainge. I think he can suss out the gold from the rocks if he is a gold miner indeed, as I so have dubbed him. But you know what? I want to know how Ainge actually feels about it. Are some of these players, like Sanchez got a full 45 as well, is that just a window shopping moment? Are we trying to show Galatasaray, hey, here's what you're going to get for 12 mil or whatever it may be? I don't know. It remains to be seen. But I do want to say big up Lazier for that. Curious how y'all feel, what y'all think about Giovanni Lo Celso, if y'all still want him to be here. Wayne Bonner in the house. And Wayne Bonner, you already been in the house. Enjoyed watching us play proper football. Davine, Bissouma, Sarr. Davine played well. Some good performances, some not so good. What I will say was interesting about Mr. Alfie Davine, starting at the right wing position for KULUSEVSKI. Could he potentially be KULUSEVSKI, threatening KULUSEVSKI for that position? I thought he offered just as much as Mr. Dan KULUSEVSKI. I thought Kulu was very much meh, whatever you want to call it. I didn't think he was very good. That's just how I felt. I didn't think any of the chances that he got just wasn't very good. In my opinion, wasn't very good. But Alfie Davine, back to Alfie, Davine, got to figure out how we're going to say that on the channel if he is going to be playing for the first team. But at the right wing position, I didn't hate it. There was some, let me see, I do have some notes here on Alfie Davine. At the 60th minute, he won the ball very nicely and played it off to Sarr, which transitionally as well, Papa Mata Sarr, I thought he showed a lot of liberty and freedom to go forward and a lot of confidence to go forward. When we talked about last year, these mids that seemed a little timid to go forward, i.e. Skip, etc. To me, I liked what I seen from Sarr. I thought he at least gets a shout at potentially cracking that first 45 minutes for the next match. I really want to know what we're going to do for that second one. Is it going to be something completely different, just so we can, you know, see Ange Postecoglou rolling the dice, sampling around these players, seeing what players could fit where more well than they are this match. I'm really curious to see the combinations we may come up with, but one combination I think we could all say was not good was Emerson and Sanchez there on the right. They got pieced up by Scamacca, the guy who's he's got half a foot out the door. He's already come out saying he wants to go back to Italy, etc. I actually rate Scamacca. I think he's quite the little striker. Some attitude problems I've heard in his past, but I think that came from his father, and I think there's a whole bunch of drama there. But Fornals made Pierre-Emile Højbjerg look very goofy. That's what I have in my notes. Fornals made PEH look goofy at times. Now, whatever that means, take it for what it is. I wrote that, and then about 15 minutes later, what do you know? Fornals gets the assist to Scamacca. God, that's a little bit of a tongue twister. He gets the assist there to Scamacca, and yeah, my notes remain true. He did make him look goofy, because if you watch that back, Fornals and the other midfielder there, they kind of punked Højbjerg, and then Fornals made a really good through ball. So, but that's what I got there for Højbjerg. Let me see, where was I? Oh, I was talking about different pairs. Let me catch up in the chat. Let me see what y'all saying. Wayne says, I especially enjoyed seeing Solomon hit the line, get crosses in. Yeah, I thought Solomon showed some promise there. At the 10th minute, Solomon, I wrote that he had a great threaded pass to find Kulu in the box there on the left-hand side, and KULUSEVSKI obviously hit the side netting, but to find KULUSEVSKI in the middle of traffic, a lot was going on there. I thought it was a nice little shows Solomon can pass the ball, can find some people threaded in there nicely. So I liked it. I thought Solomon, we got a good taste of him. Some things that he could do better, some things that he already does well. Obviously, cutting in on that right foot, curling it into the box. He had that shot. He got one off. It looked nice. It did look nice. What minute was that in? I don't even know if I wrote that one down. Yeah, 36 minute, very nice shot. Also wrote that he looked very hungry. Every time he got the ball, was looking to go forward. A lot of good things I saw from Solomon, to be honest. Let's keep it moving right along. Clap clicks at AA, y'all. Hope y'all doing fine. Let's do, then dare. Very well said. Let's do, and then let's dare, Mr. Cloud Clixa, or Mr. Cloud Clixa. I don't know. Not going to misgender you there. Carl Simpson says, it all depends if Gio wants to stay, as I'm pretty sure he isn't fussed with English football. Yeah, he doesn't really give me the impression that he cares much or wants to be here. But, you know, who knows? That remains to be seen. Again, I don't want him. I'd sell him if we get someone coming in for 25, 28, 30 mil. Pounds, maybe not euros, but pounds. Carl Simpson says, rumors around that we have had a bid accepted for Nelson and Sanchez as part of the deal. Well, let's get it done. Send his ass to Australia. Let's see him. Echo's in the house. Big up, Echo. With a defense, we could actually win things. Isn't that fun? If we actually brought some defenders with us to Australia, wouldn't that be very nice? Rick C's in the house. Decky put 2 great crosses in that could have easily been goals. I didn't see it. Maybe I missed it. Could you tell me when it was? Because all the dimes I saw coming in from that side was from Pedro Porro. And I do have notes of that. In the 42nd minute, Pedro Porro did drop a dime at Kane's feet. He was way outside. He wasn't even on the right wing. He's kind of from like the right mid position. I am trying to say all the good things so I can, you know, say some of the bad things without it seeming like I'm harping too much on the bad things. But big up, Rixie. Maybe he did. I didn't see it. Anytime he crosses into the ball, it looked like it was just kind of floated out there, a lot like a Reguilon cross, which I'll talk more about him later. But I really did not like what I seen from Sergio Reguilon. I don't know what y'all thought. I did not like it personally. I feel really good. We lost because it was clear what the team needs, obviously. But if we would have won, they would have praised Sanchez. Hey, Sanchez got the assist. As much as we want to gas him up for giving up on that second one, him and Emerson Royale, clearly there's some miscommunication. Clearly these are also things we're going to see when we're working on a whole new formation, new tactics. But, I mean, the numbers speak for themselves when you look at it. I mean, the amount of shots, what was it, it was 32 shots, 72% ball possession. We actually maintained possession for over 70% in a match. That was insane. We had West Ham just on the back foot. And honestly, they capitalized on their chances. And we looked like fools on our chances. 32 shots, 13 shots on target. That's insane. I think, what's his name? Fabianski. Yeah, Fabianski. That guy had 11 saves. My goodness gracious, that guy had 11 saves. Wow, what more can I say? Let me try and catch up. Hey, we got 33 of y'all in the chat. Big up. That's why I like to do these live instead of uploading, because we get some of y'all live in here and just want to say hello. Make sure you are hitting that like as you come in, or if you're just here for a short time, make sure you're here for a good time. Hit that like one time for your boy. Let's see. Just a girl who loves Spurs. Big up Kate. Says, big up Jacob. Hope you're well. I am doing well. Hope you are too. Thanks for checking in. Everyone's saying hello to Kate. Wayne Bonner. Divine may be a kid, but he played with a mature head. He, for me at least, seemed to be fit in. Didn't seem out of place at all. I kind of liked what I saw. I wasn't upset with it. At the right wing position, I do believe KULUSEVSKI needs some competition. That's what I'm saying. I would be very curious to see what we do in the second match. Are we going to go with the same starting 11? Maybe Sonny gets worked in there ahead of Solomon. I don't know. I'm just a lot to be excited about. I don't know how y'all feel. I feel good. I'm really excited, honestly, for things to come. I read that too, Carl. I really think we'll get Tapsoba in and Nelson in next week. Oh, as far as getting Nelson, remains to be seen. I don't know if we'll get anyone while we're on this Australia tour. I hope we will, but I don't know if Daniel Levy want to pay for that whole flight to get him back over here. I don't know. Big up Colin with Talking Ball. Says big love. Big up Talking Ball. Big up Jim. Says Jacob. Hello, mate. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Good that everyone's here. Sai Dancer. Si Danza. How you doing? Says hi everyone. Hope you're doing well. Well, that was weird. My thing just kind of refreshed itself on its own. Hope we're doing well. Black Lives Matter says, please calm down. It was a terrible West Ham without Rice. Even Darlington FC would look like Barcelona against them on a good day. Well, I mean, you can only play who's in front of you. And again, it's my first view of Ange Postecoglou at the helm of Tottenham Hotspur. So I can get as excited as I want. You could be as down about it as you want. It really don't matter. Again, you're right. The mustard don't really cut until you get to the regular season. But at the same time, I can only watch what game is in front of me and talk about that. So Hotspur says Napoli are interested in Gio. I know that they're what's his name? Newcastle put a bid in for Kavica Kvaratskhelia, however you say his name, or Kvaradona, as some like to dub him. That'd be cool. They might get some money. Jacob having notes, putting other YouTubers like, no, not putting anyone to shame. No way, no way. Too many channels to jump between. Don't know what you mean, but all right. Big up, Ben Kaufman. It was what I expected. The same problems we had going into the game were a concern. Center back, fullback, midfield, and the attack was fine. Scott, I was waiting for you to chime in. I was curious how you thought. First of all, did you wake up for this? Because if you're like me, it was 4 a.m. kickoff. Jesus, it was tough. Psychedelic Warriors in the house. Big up, Jacob, new subscriber. I'm a Liverpool fan. Will Spurs make the top 6 in the Prem next season? Big up, Psychedelic Warrior. Big up for the subscription as well. Again, it is the most beautiful sport in the world, and we can all come together about it, regardless of who we are affiliated with. Even if you are red, that's totally cool here. You are welcome. What I will say to answer your question, we will not make top 6 if we do not get at least 2 center backs in. We get 1 center back in, I'm gonna say top 7. But we get 2, I'll say we get top 6. That's as gently as I can put it, Psychedelic Warrior. But big up, big up. I love seeing new names here. Love when a new name will check in and tell me where they're from as well. Lisa's in the house. Big up, Lisa. Says big up, Jacob. Hello to all in the chat. Big up, Lisa. Everyone give a big hello to Lisa. We need to clone Ben. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we do need a clone Ben. Echo, those are Man City numbers. Yeah, 73%. What was that? 73, 72%? 72%. 30 plus shots. Not all of them on target. A lot of them blocked. What they have? 6 blocks, something like that. 12. They had 12 blocks. Damn. But apparently that West Ham side ain't shit, apparently. Fabianski was man of the match. Yeah, 11 saves. Hard to deny the man his crown if there's one to be granted for that match. King Solomon is replacing Decky this year. Does that mean we're going to move Sonny out on the right, or are we going to put Solomon out there on the right? Because Solomon, I think, is comfortable on the left. But, yeah, hey, who knows? I haven't seen him on the right. Can't doubt him if I ain't seen him there. West Ham didn't have anything to offer. It's been a while. We bullied a team like that. We bullied them and we lost. It's funny how that thing works out. But such as the beast, right? Whenever we ain't signed no center backs. But I think, outside of the obvious, there are still things we could take away from that matchup, in my opinion. Big up. Everyone's in the house checking in. Ravi's in the house. Big up, Ravi, another Liverpool fan. Chris Agambar's in the house. Big up, Chris. Hope you're doing well, sir. Keep it real. Ravi I don't know why I tried to pronounce your last name, Ravi. Always showing support here. Says, yo, Jacob, what was your thoughts versus West Ham? Any players looking good? Promising performance for anyone or from anyone? Yeah, there were some things. Obviously, Destiny Udogie with his first goal, even though it's a preseason for Spurs. He got his first goal. That was fun to see. I thought James Maddison, I have a few notes here on James Maddison. Let me read some of these notes I had here on James Maddison. The first note I had was looks calm on the ball. Passing looks good. Pedro, and then I have Pedro Porro about a cross. I like Maddison on the ball, except a bad pass around the 30th minute. And he also almost had a header just a little bit later on too. And that's what I had for Maddison. So outside of that, I thought it's going to be interesting to see how he works in and around Harry Kane. I thought Harry Kane got taken back a little bit by how much space was occupied by the midfield. He's kind of used to dropping back and creating service for others. So Maddison, it'll be fun seeing how that the chemistry between Kane and him start to gel and mesh a little bit more. I'll be really curious to see how that works out. But Scott did wake up at 4 a.m. So did I, Scott. Don't worry. Everyone here in America woke up with you. If you're on the West Coast, it was a 3 a.m. kickoff, which might actually not be too bad because I'd probably just stay up for that. But 4 a.m. is kind of that weird money hour where you don't want to stay up because then you're going to bed at 6 a.m. and you don't want to wake up because it's damn 4 in the morning. But we do what we got to do, right? We do what we got to do. And that's right. Big up, Jacob. That's dedication. Ain't that right, Kate? Lisa says, I'm so happy defense played like crap for the most part. It needs to be showcased if we want any change. Absolutely. That's the obvious, right? We all knew that there's problems in the defense. If we start the season, Tanganga, I want to talk about Tanganga for a second. I thought in moments defensively specifically defensive, I thought that he showed moments of real quality defensively, but with the ball at his feet, didn't look like he knew where he wanted to pass it. Anytime he was going forward, he was getting dispossessed if he held the ball at his feet. I just don't know if this is going to work with Tanganga and an Ainge Postecoglou system. I think he's got defensive qualities, Jaffet, but I just don't know if he's good enough all around to suffice to play in a backup role here. I just don't know. This morning, I thought what I saw of him, there was 2 really bright defensive moments I saw. There was one time he dispossessed Bowen in open field, which Bowen was making Reguilon look amateur all match. But Jaffet Tanganga stepped up and dispossessed him in this one moment. But as a defender, you don't live by 1 or 2 moments. You die by 1 or 2 moments. And I just worry about Jaffet in the long run. Maybe he needs another loan deal, loan with option to buy. I don't know. I just don't. It's a big question mark there. I don't feel like he's good enough for the first team or for what we're trying to do. But who knows? Until I see Dyer in the Ainge Postecoglou system, I can tell you Dyer's not good enough. But until I see Dyer, I can't tell you who I'd prefer more out there working alongside with Romero. We need to figure out this partnership with Romero. We need to figure it out fast because the longer we go without, any resolution there, just the carousel, we're not going to build any kind of chemistry. And that's a little bit of a concern for me. I know it's a concern for everybody. I don't want to harp too much. It's just the obvious glaring hole. It seems like the easy, kind of the putt in, the little chip in, to say on today's match is the obvious, right? That we need a center back. But trying to look at the other side or the other spots. We had another couple debuts in Vicario, Sicario. Big up Alan Bennett, says evening, my guy. Big up indeed. We will mesh by the first game if 2 new center backs. Excited by Udogie. I think everyone's pretty excited about Udogie, right? Everyone in the chat, we feeling pretty good about Udogie. What are we saying? Jacob, it was about Ainge seeing the players in a game and the players trying Ainge ball. Ain't that right? And I mean, think about it. In such a short space of time, what was it? He didn't even get 2 full weeks with Harry Kane, Richarlison, Romero, all the veterans that were coming back from the ones who were on World Cup duty or whatever that little stipulation was. Those guys, he only got like 10 days with them, 11 days, and some of that was in the traveling to Australia. So when you think about just how different we looked, set up, and played, there's a lot of promise there. That maybe in about a month or 2, we can actually look like we're playing some decent-sided ball here, maybe defensively as well. There is something that I did want to bring up. I'm almost caught up in the chat. Nope, no, I am not. The chat is popping. Big up, everybody. I don't know who Ashley Williams is. Big up Paul Brown. Will remain a delusional fan regardless. Just excited to see a glimpse of what to come. I did say deluded. Hey, call yourself whatever you want. I don't think you're deluded, man. You're a hopeless romantic. I think that's a better way of saying deluded, because I'm like you, and if you want to call me deluded, delusional, that's fine. I love my club, and I love when we're going to play, quite frankly. And if that makes me delusional to look forward to my club playing, then I really don't give a shit what you want to call me, in my personal opinion. But don't worry, Paul Brown. I don't think you're delusional. I think you're just hopeless romantic for your club, and that's totally fine. Alan says Divine looked good. I thought so too. Lazy A, Udogie. Udogie dog is the truth. Now you know. Ain't that the truth, Lazy A? Big up. Lazy 8 in the house. Rick C. Udogie was impressive. Ain't that true? Ravi, Jacob, for you, how does Ainge get the best out of this squad and the more injury-prone players? The way he gets the best out of this squad is, like I said 2 shows ago, I don't even remember anymore. He is the guy in the stream with the big gold mining bowl. So what he's doing is he's scooping this stream of this rocks and sediment and dirt and mud that we've accumulated over the years. And Ange Postecoglou is going to sift them out. He's going to find out what's gold, what's stone, what's mud, and what can be washed away. And I trust Ange to do that. And I have full faith that he can do that. Now, will he be allowed to do that is another story. But I have faith in the man. I love the way things are feeling. I love the way he handles himself in the media. There's also a little bit that there's Alistair Gold. So here, let me share this with y'all. This is part of the reason why what I think will help Ainge get the best out of the club. It says Postecoglou also took blame for the defending from set pieces, saying that it isn't something they've worked hard on yet because of the overall work being done in just a few weeks on getting his style of play across these players. For me, he's taking accountability for mistakes that were made. He's taking accountability for the squad we did look kind of clueless on a lot of our set pieces, their set pieces, and that's fine. These are things that we got to work out over time. I mean, again, let's look at it from a point, like a human standpoint, right? Ainge has only had how long with these players? I mean, they're grown men too. A lot of them young adults. Some old men like Ivan Perisic. But to get them all on the same page, drinking from the same water, speaking from the same hymn sheet, as it says, that takes time. It takes work. It takes commitment. It takes people buying in. I'm not saying people aren't buying in, but I'm saying we need time. We need to be a little patient here. That's what I think Ainge does as well. Handles himself in the media, takes accountability, doesn't say X, Y, and Z. I mean, there's another part that I do want to talk about. Ainge Postecoglou in the post-match, the guy who works for Spurs the bald dude is always, he's always doing stuff on Spurs content. He said something about, when he's talking with Ainge post-game, results don't matter, right? And the first thing he always says is, results always matter, mate. And that's something that kind of took me back because shout out to Irish Hotspur. I was on the Irish Hotspur this morning, bright and early. Had barely digested the game, hadn't watched it back for a first time. So I was sitting there saying, you know what, the 3-2 doesn't really matter to me, et cetera, et cetera. But when I saw Ange Postecoglou say that as a man, as someone who supports this club, I said, hang on a second. If Ange Postecoglou is telling me results matter in the preseason, now I need to rethink the way that I viewed it because I legitimately sat up there on the Irish Hotspur and I said, yes, it doesn't matter, right? The 3-2 doesn't really matter to me because I saw X, Y, and Z, some of the things I've talked about, some of the things I'm going to talk about here in a second. But I was going through all that and saying, this is what I like, this is what I didn't like, and the result at the end of the day didn't really matter to me because the usual suspects will be the usual suspects, i.e. Sanchez getting turned around, allowing a goal, Emerson Royale allowing that space in there on his left. I knew it was going to happen. Of course it happened. That was the game decider. But I mean, even if we look back at the first 2 goals, let's see what my notes here say. My unbreakable notes here. First goal, Reggie got bodied by Bowen, and that led to a corner. It was happening first 45. Reguilon was getting bodied by Jared Bowen out there. Horrid team clearance on the ensuing corner, and then Porro and Reggie were not brave. So Porro did not. He allowed the cross to come in. He didn't fully commit. Kind of put his hands behind his back and seemed kind of lackadaisical. That's what I had. And Reguilon just not being brave either and just allowing the finish to happen right next to him, Danny Ings. Which, by the way, Danny Ings, what happened to your hair, bro? Did y'all see that? Danny Ings, bald as hell. That was funny. He always scores against us, so the fact that he scored, it's always going to happen. That's just the way I see things. Psychedelic Warrior says, will KANE leave Spurs? I want him to break the Prem goal record. Think he needs about 47 goals. That is right. He is under 50. So he's well on his way. I want to see him break it as well. I hope he stays at Spurs. It's looking like he wants to leave to Bayern. Mr. Honus, the biggest hoe himself, is already slutting it up in the media, trying to get, Harry Kane, he said he wants to come to us. Shut up. That's off. Shut up. Scott Ib, exactly. I debated staying up, but ended going to sleep at 12:45. Got 3 hours of sleep. Where Scott, you chose the worst option, man. It's tough out here. We got all right. Next one is also a 4 a.m. kickoff, so now we know more when we play Leicester at 4 a.m. for us as well. Maybe we could have a little bit more structure to our day. I don't know. Heard so many fans saying that they thought Tanganga would shine under Ainge. No way, he's crap. End of. Look again. To be fair, Tanganga defensively has quality. There's qualities there that I, as a team looking in, would say, okay, there might be something there if we played a defensive lineup. But if we're trying to play on the front foot and the Ainge ball that I've heard so much about, then I just don't know if it's going to work. He's suspect passing. He's suspect going forward with the ball at his feet. That's just my opinion. As far as what I saw today, anyway. Ravi, Jacob, do you rate Ben Davies? No. And Dyer, hell no. Hell no, I don't rate him.
You guys never win anything, right? No. Right? Yeah. And you guys never.
There you go. There you go. That's how much I rate him. Jason Bell's in the house. Big up, Jason Bell. Says big up, Jacob. Big up. Echo, echo. Apparently talks with Tapsoba have started up again, and we supposedly are about to sign Blackburn Rover center back Ashley Phillips, 18 years old. All right, get him in. I don't care what their names are. Just get him in. Give me any center backs. Anyone will do. Tanganga has to go along with Dyer, Davies, Sanchez, and Roden. Yeah, let me see Roden go out there. Let me see some players go out there, and let's let Ainge see him as well. Again, Ainge is gonna have final say on these guys, and he might be forced to play some players. That's just the reality of this beast. I've said all along, I want 3 center backs. There's no way in hell we're getting 3 center backs now. I have zero hope that we're getting 3 center backs before this window closes. We might get 1. We're lucky to get 2. We'll be so lucky to get 2, and we'll have to be so grateful. But we need to also get some out the door. Let's not forget, you need to get some players out the door. Wayne Bonner says, I can't see Ainge keeping Tanganga unless he improves or wants him as a backup. I just don't see it with Tanganga. I'm just not seeing it. I got up a bit early to watch, says Jason Bell. Like the ideas we had in attack, especially around the box. Defense is the same shit we're used to. Ain't that the truth? Jason Bell, big ups. For waking up early to watch that, as well as us didn't have it easy out here in the States. Davies isn't going anywhere. Yep, you're right. He was the captain in the second half, much to my dismay. I wonder if he gets the documentary next year. Maybe I should do a poll for that. There is a poll in the chat. Please do make sure to partake in that poll. I see 33 votes, and I see 32 likes. Y'all doing me right tonight. Y'all treating me good tonight. I tell you what. I love that ratio when we have just as many votes as likes on the video. That shows me that y'all want to be here and y'all also want to supply the beer for the party. So that is what's up. And it's free. You're supplying free beer to the party. That's all you got to do. Hit the like. Make the party keep going on. Let us know that you appreciate what we're doing out here, United Spurs of America. Yesterday, we had a surprise guest. Michael joined for the end of Prime Week. He came in to show that he's still alive, so that's always fun. Ravi says, Jacob, was the game on CBS Sports? No, Ravi, the game was on Spurs Play. It's like Spurs streaming service that you pay $40, and then you get the year worth of Spurs Play, and you get all the preseason matches, and you get Eric Dyer documentaries. So if that's not value for your... I can't even say that with a straight face. Alan Bennett, come on, my guys. Hit the like for my boy. Jacob, big up. I appreciate you doing that. Kate says, we are signing Williams from Blackburn. It's expected to be completed tomorrow. Only 18, great young prospect and defender. I don't know who that is. I did watch Blackburn a little bit when Dylan Markandale went over there. But he got hurt, so I stopped tuning in to Blackburn, and I don't know what's going on over there. Might have to check him out. I'll have to look him up. Maybe they'll give us something to talk about this week while we wait for the second preseason match. C-Cubed is in the house. C-Cubed. Cheers, Jacob. What did I pick in the poll? I'm going to say you picked, despite the L, I enjoyed what I saw. I hope I'm correct. I think I'm correct. We'll see. Phillips, not Williams. Okay. I don't know who he is. Ravi, Jacob, thoughts on Ainge with big ego players. Will he not be afraid to bench certain players? That's what I feel like. I feel like he would do that. Stand up to these players that, maybe are a little more seasoned. But again, he's up against Group Chat FC. And the background on Group Chat FC is obviously the players committee, the leader committee, whatever it is. The group of players that have direct access to Daniel Levy, those bastards. He is fighting that, and it's a hell of a beast. It's gotten a lot of fine managers. It's gotten their heads cut off. Let's be real. So he's up against that. But I feel for him. I certainly do. Uphill battle, no doubt. But it remains to be seen if he can. I didn't see Dyer today. I think it's due to injury, so I hope that is a sign of things to come and not just because of injury. L, big up in the house. L says big up Jacob. Big up everyone in the chat. I appreciate y'all being here tonight. 3080 y'all. Big ups. And if you're watching this back on replay, just a friendly reminder, hit that like if you do not mind. Let's see. And also let's hit those subscribes. If you got any family, friends, we are 3 subs away from 1,500. 3 of y'all. If you ain't subbed, hit that sub. It goes long way for me, for United Spurs of America and the channel, what we're doing. It's also nice to see that y'all appreciate it. So yeah, 3 subs away. Likes are looking beautiful. Y'all are looking beautiful. I am enjoying it. Cube says you got it wrong, Jacob. I thought I was optimistic. I picked we always lose with these players. I guess you Cubed. I ain't talked to you in a while, so that's my excuse. I'm using that as my excuse. I ain't talked to you in a while. I ain't listened to you in a while. I don't know the temperature of how you feeling. We will always lose with these players. That's a good choice to pick. That's my Scott answer. That one or the boring, gutless performance. I was curious which one Scott would pick, but I guess Scott also picked we will always lose with these players. And it's true. If you feel that, I definitely sympathize with that because I feel it indeed. I knew Sanchez, someone was going to lead to a dumb goal. I knew Tanganga was going to be suspect in the air. It's just kind of what we've seen. Jacob, the British media can be a funny thing, trying to push managers, players for a reaction. Interesting. It can be a funny beast, the British media. Shout out Paul Gascoigne. I don't like how they treated my man Paulie. Porro will make a better winger than defender. I agree. His service into the box was phenomenal. I love seeing some of those balls, finding people. Like when you, what I'm saying with KULUSEVSKI is he crosses it, just kind of sends it in the area. It feels like Pedro Porro drops the ball where he wants it, and that is what I love to see. Lazy 8, do we know if Gianni Vio is still at the club? I believe he is, but I ain't seen him in any of the videos. So maybe he's like hanging back with the injured players or the back injury players, as I like to call them. Lily White Lane in the house. Big up Lily White Lane. Hope you're doing well. Another young content creator out there talking for Tottenham Hotspur. Big up Lily White Lane. Hope you're keeping well. As he's in the house says, can we press with KANE? He really needs to be more disciplined and stay in the final third. I thought KANE looked like he might have been trying to get up to speed, like he was a little behind on what we were doing. The spaces he was occupying almost looked like sometimes he was getting in James Maddison's way. I don't know if that's something intentional they're trying to do. And it also looked like sometimes James Maddison's passing took him by surprise. I think it's just one of those things. Once you play more with some players, new system, we're still working out all the kinks. He does need to stay in the final third. He's so used to dropping back and providing service for everyone to be that engine in the midfield. And I really thought between Bissouma, Maddison, not so much Skip, but I thought that they really orchestrated very nicely there in the midfield with preventing Harry Kane to have to drop back into those spaces and create that service himself. Echo says people are saying Germany media always makes shit up. Yeah, it's true. But I mean, Honus is talking about it, and he's pretty high up, if I'm not mistaken. Is Rodon worse than Tanganga, Dyer, Sanchez? He must be bad. He didn't even get a look in. I don't know what's going on with Joe Rodon. I'd rather at least see him get a couple minutes, right? We've seen a lot of these players already. I don't know. I just think if Ainge ain't going to even put him in there, then yeah, he's clearly got to go. Remember, Rodon was bought because we didn't want to get Kim Min-jae. We didn't want to get Ruben Diaz. We went and got Joe Rodon. So let's never forget. Shout out Joe Rodon. Maybe he just needs a chance. Who knows? If we sign even just one center back, I could relax and enjoy the rest of my summer. I need 2 to sit back and relax. 1 makes me feel like, okay, we're no longer a sinking ship. But in order to feel like this ship in the middle of nowhere is headed to a destination, I need 2. I need 2, and then I can sit back and relax and say, okay, maybe we'll get there. 3 would give me confidence that we could get there. That's why I wanted 3. But 1 at least stops the damn ship from sinking. I do agree with that. Ravi, thoughts on Spurs versus the low block teams in a way? Oh, sorry, I'm getting an Amber alert here. Amber alert. Shout him out. Hope she's okay. Anyway, where was I? Thoughts on Spurs versus the low block teams in away games in the Prem? I mean, if we're going to maintain ball possession like that, I don't really mind what block, low, high, mid they want to run. If we're going to keep the ball and have desire to win the ball when we don't have the ball, that to me is playing ball. You're going out there, you're hunting for the ball. You want the ball, you want it at your feet, you want to play it to your man, you want to keep quick passing. That's what I want to see. That's what kept me up this morning. You know, when you wake up at 4 a.m. to watch a match, it's like, give me something, right? What is it that I'm going to hold on to that's going to give me a little bit of to wake up with? And whoopsie. And to me, 72% possession, 30-plus shots, that's enough to keep me saying, okay, let me see more. Can't wait to see the second match, honestly. Good signing, but not for next season, says West Coast Cacarel. I don't know who you're referring to, but big ups. Psychedelic Warrior, what Son saying? What a player. Will he cook again next season? I think he will, Psychedelic Warrior. I have faith in my boy Sonny. I do not think that last season is any indication of where he's at physically, mentally, or as a player in his career. He's got more to do here. He came out and said it immediately, said, no, Saudi, I got stuff to do with Tottenham Hotspur. That's my dog. That's my captain. If I'm calling it out, if Kane's not here, that's my captain. Obviously, Kane's going to get it. No one's bagging more goals. I think it's just one of those things you got to do. But, son, he'll be back next season. Don't you worry. You could bet your house on it. I guarantee it. Clip it. I don't care. Clip it. Let's see here. Dave Coleman in the house. That's a new name. Big up, Dave. Arsenal are in the USA. I see lots of Arsenal fans there. How will you rank EPL teams in terms of fan base support in the USA? I think, if I'm not mistaken, in the USA, Tottenham Hotspur have the most supporter clubs. So as you can see behind me, I should have turned the other way. El Paso Spurs. I am the chairman of that fine supporters club out here in the El Chuco 915 Orlewe. That's something that we do boast. So I think we have the most supporter groups in America, if I'm not mistaken. I heard that somewhere, and I'm going to go with it until I'm proven wrong, which I am proven wrong quite a bit, so I could be wrong. But Arsenal, yeah, they're in DC. It's funny because there's a lot of people in DC right now because the MLS All-Stars are out there. They've been doing the All-Star Skills Challenge. All the Twitch streamers, Wale was out there, Chad Ochocinco was out there, a lot of celebrities and stars out there. Wayne Rooney's out there, David Beckham's out there, Messi might be flying out there. Who knows? Could be a little surprise appearance. But also the Arsenal are going to be playing the MLS All-Stars. Just a lot of people out there. I think it might be hyping up just how many Arsenal supporters there are, because I know personally TJ Warren TV, shout him out. He's got his own channel, Arsenal Fan from America. He's out in Kansas City. He flew out there to go meet the team. So I know a lot of people have done that. And I also saw some content creators from across the pond make their way here to DC. So I think don't worry. Tottenham's got the most supporters clubs, though. We're out here. We're definitely out here. Come on now. Ravi says, I saw it on CBS Sports, found on my Magic Box in USA selection. Okay. Hell yeah, I didn't know they were carrying it. C-Cube says, yep, I got it wrong. I need to add you to an even more excited... I need you to add an even more excited option for the poll. I admit I watched the game in a 3 a.m. fever dream, but the shift in style and how quickly Ainge implemented his way to play, it was fantastic. I agree with you, West Coast Cacarel. It was definitely something nice to wake up to, because that is tough. Yeah, just everyone laughed at us for the Eric Dyer thing. Let's see here. Am I missing anything? I am pretty far behind in the chat, so apologies for that. If you do a super chat, it'll ping right up and make me show it, but you don't have to do that. Y'all can just hang out, hit a like, hit a sub. It's all very relaxed, only good vibes here. I don't want anyone to feel like you need to become a YouTube member. Shout out you YouTube members who are here, like Scott M. He's in the house. Says it wasn't gutless. One thing I will say is, for the most part, guys seem to be giving their all. There we go. There we go. We are squeezing Scott like he's a wet rag. We're gonna squeeze him until we get any drop of positive out of him. I love to see it. Shout him out, Scott, YouTube chat member. Thank you. Alan, thrilled with some players in the setup. Absolutely, me too. Ravi, Jacob, do you know Alan, another great Spurs fan as yourself from Time Added On? Yes, big shout out Alan with Time Added On. I've redirected to his shows. He's redirected to my shows. We have a great working relationship. I've gone on there. He's come on here way back before he was a big YouTube star. He was on United Spurs of America. Trying to get him back. We'll work it out. Our schedules have been conflicting lately. I won't mention the one guy I thought wasn't giving it his all. Cough. Harry Kane cough, says Scott. What did we think in the chat? Did Harry Kane give his all, or was he out here fronting? Y'all tell me. Was he out here just putting on the looksy? Whether Kane wants to play or not, Postecoglou threw his ass out there for 45. I thought that was fun to see. But he was MIA. Not ready for passes, or just not on the same page as other players. L says Solomon looks strong. Absolutely. I do agree. Solomon indeed looked strong. West Coast Cacarel. Seriously, though, we will lose many games with these horrific center backs. Yep. Yeah, but that's easy, right? That's the easy thing. Lo Celso played well, says Azzy. Yes, he did. He did. He was heavily involved. He got the goal. Very nice finish on a volley one time. One time for the one-time Davinson Sanchez with the assist. So if we're going to be giving out props to Lo Celso, give your props out to Davinson Sanchez for that little header inside the box to find Giovanni Lo Celso. I thought Lo Celso was heavily involved. He looked like a player that actually thought about playing for Spurs once before. But again, 45 minutes isn't enough to erase my memory of all the bad stuff you've done, of all the naughties. Naughty, Mr. Giovanni Lo Celso. Mr. Giovanni Lo Celso. Naughty. I wish I could play y'all a 2-minute clip. Stop That Gio on Twitter was pretty hilarious. They made a nice little compilation when we loaned him out last season. Jacob, for you, where in games and positions do you see Spurs linking up well and shine? I think we kind of saw it on the left, middle, and right between the wings and the midfield. There was nice work, even in the second half, coming down that left-hand wing with Udogie and Perisic. I think Perisic, I've also said this, as a left winger, I wouldn't mind him coming in and playing 15, 20 minutes at the end of a match, crossing in a couple, getting some services in, participating in corners. His corners, we get a lot of assists, or he gets a lot of assists from his set-piece corners. We saw him get one today from Destiny Udogie. So I do say it looks like right now we're trying to link up and create from all over the place. How high our line is from the back, I love to see it. Maybe that's why we got caught out on that third goal. I don't know. We'll tighten it up though. Don't worry. Let's see. It's scary if Romero gets injured. It's very scary. If we don't give Romero a partner, it's very scary as well. We're in a very scary predicament at the current moment. 4 a.m. Y'all spoiled in Texas. Technically, okay, so I am in Texas, West Coast Cacarel, but I am on the mountain standard time. So I'm an hour behind. So like Dallas, they would have woken up it was at 5 a.m. for them. So they got it easy. They're spoiled. Don't worry. I ain't spoiled out here in El Paso. It's just as early and it's just as tough, man. Good night, Echo. Checking out. Good night, buddy. Just a girl who loves Spurs. Checking out as well. Night, Jacob. Thanks for tech support. Got you. Always here to help. You know me. I've worked in production professionally for a football club. Both footballs, American football and footy football. So always, if I can help, always here. Mile High Hotspur. I enjoyed it. It was an early game, but I did not fall asleep. There we go. Americans checking in, telling you we did not fall asleep today at the wheel. We did not need Jesus to take the wheel. Shout out Kelly Clarkson. Was that Kelly Clarkson? Who said Jesus to Carrie Underwood? She sang that song, Jesus Take the Wheel, which is what we did a lot last season. Oh, we did it a lot. But you know what? Did not need it today. Was referring to Ashley Phillips. Sorry, was unclear. Oh, no worries. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Maybe I'll need to learn up on that person. Wish we could loan Danjuma again for Ainge. I like Danjuma. I thought that he could have cooked under Ainge, to be honest, and actually really challenged at that right wing position. Alfie Devine, again, saw 45 minutes of him out there. Did not hate it. Obviously, he's got room to improve, but didn't hate it. That's just how I feel. It is true, says Mile High Hotspur. We have the most. He's representing right here, Colorado Spurs. All right, so we're out here. We're out here. Don't get it twisted up. Let's see. Night, guys. See you soon. Good night. Good night. You look at how well Mandor was doing down the left. Maynor Solomon. Look how good he's doing down the left and how many people were available inside the box as opposed to last season. The sun will shine again. That's a very good point, because if we have that many opportunities for Solomon and he was be able to create that much space, I would also argue that defenses will probably play Solomon a little bit differently than they would Son. They might play a little tighter to him. Excuse me. I needed some water there. But I have full faith in Son in an attacking system, doing what he does best, which is going forward. We're going to be so good. We are going to be so good. And if we can get KANE motivated and on the Ainge train, who's to stop us from anything? That's what I say. Especially after 2 center backs, obviously. Let me preface that. West Coast Cacarel. Anecdotal from opinion from 20 years in bars. Man U Liverpool. Oh, okay. So this is their ranking of how ranking U.S. support. Okay. Man U, then Liverpool, then Chelsea, then Arsenal, then Spurs, City, West Ham, Everton, Newcastle. Interesting. That's 20 years in bars. I trust that. That's hands-on in the field research right there. So big up. That's a good ranking. But for me, Spurs is all I see. That's all I can dream of anyway. 3 for all, big up 3 for all, says, now that's how a Tottenham team should play. Glad we got exposed as center back. Highlights exactly what we require. Indeed, we got exposed at the center back position on both goals. So very much excited with what I saw. It sounds like you are too, 3 for all. Big up, buddy. What formation will best suit Ainge ball? I like the way that we set up today. What was that? The 4-1-3 or 4-2-3-1. Kind of had Bissouma and Oliver Skip occupying the lower end there, the midfield, and Maddison working up front with the 2 left wing and the right wing, and Harry Kane in front. It seemed a little crowded in spots in the middle, but I think it's just something they're gonna have to work on. The communication will come better. Psychedelic Warrior, do you think Lucas Moura deserved to start against Liverpool for the Champions League final? Wow, bringing this back. Yes. He was hot, red hot. If nothing else, he would have came out there and ran for 30, 60 minutes and made a difference. Maybe not scored or done anything, but made a difference. That's what I would have liked. Manny Singh, keep up the good work, bro. Big up, Manny. Thank you for that. Seen you here a couple times. Big up yourself right now, Manny. Newcastle Galacticos in the house. All right. Bruv, I like you, but seriously, why will Spurs have a large following in USA? I was in Florida some months back, and I saw the usual United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool shirts. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, Spurs have the most supporter clubs in the USA. However that happened is probably however they got me hooked. I blame Michael, the other half of United Spurs of America. I blame him for getting me hooked. Thoughts on both Richarlison and Kulu. How did Ainge get the most out of them? Richarlison showed us everything he showed us last season. That he has trouble timing his runs, apparently. That he can't really finish. That was one of my biggest disappointments, because I wasn't disappointed in Sanchez or our defense because I know it's going to be ass. So I already know it's going to be bad. But I was disappointed with Richarlison. He got so many opportunities to do anything, do something, do anything with your time. And what did he do? A whole lot of nothing, if I'm completely honest. A whole lot of nothing. Very disappointed with him. Disappointed with Kulu as well. Didn't think he did anything good. Curious to see what Ange can do to get the most out of them. I think it remains to be seen. Psychedelic Warrior says, do you think City will win the Prem again next season? If not, who will it be? I do think City will win the Prem again. That'll be 4 years in a row. Thus, we begin the conversation of it being a farmers league. But I do think City will win it again, especially if they sign Vardiol. Oh, my God. They're going to be quite the team next year. Let's not get it twisted. They're going to be some formidable force. Nishant, big up Nishant. In my country, India, Manchester United, Arsenal, and Liverpool are the most supported clubs. Spurs are rare. Okay. India, a whole bunch of people live out there. So I know United's like the biggest supported everywhere. We all know that. But are you a Spurs fan, Nishant? Because if you are, then you're a very rare one. And big ups to you for being a Spurs fan. Alan, always takes time for Harry Kane. Normally a month to get started. Never scores in August. Isn't that fun and annoying? Harry Kane was fine 4 days in an Ainge system. It's the first time with an actual 10 behind him since Eriksen, or possibly ever. Let's relax a bit, some people. Let's relax a bit, some people. A bit, some people. I'm misreading that, but I know what you're saying. I agree. I'm not trying to get too over the top about Harry Kane's performance. 4 days in with Ainge, yeah, I think they had 11 of being around each other. And some of that, one of those was traveling in a plane for 18 hours, whatever long it was. So, yeah, I'm not too pressed about Harry Kane and the timing and all that. They'll sort it out. Do you think you can beat City like previously have done? Yeah, at home, we'll beat City. Don't you worry about that. They haven't even scored in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Not even one goal. I need you to take another 6 points from City. We'll get 3. I don't know about 6, but we'll get 3. Jacob, based on today, assuming no Bentancur, who is your starting midfield, I'm going Bissouma, Maddison, and Sarr. Yeah, I think Sarr, for me, gets in ahead of Skip for sure. Bissouma and Maddison got to be there. Curious what maybe we could see in Ndombele in the second 45. I know he got that knock at training. Maybe that's why he didn't play today. Curious to see a Bissouma, Maddison, and Ndombele midfield. If in Ndombele, in fact, we are going to be going forward with him in this roster. I will be ending off in about like 2 minutes or so. We're going to go about an hour long, which is in 2 minutes from now. So if you got any questions, please do get them in before I end off here with some final thoughts and a big thank you to everybody. But yeah, so that's my starting midfield. For me, at least, Bissouma, Maddison, and let's see who's going to fight for that other spot. Skip didn't do enough for me to warrant that spot. Is it Lo Celso? Is it? I don't know. I don't know about me. Maybe that's what I should have done in the poll. All right, before I end off, that's what I'm going to do in the poll. For the 25 of y'all still here partying with me on a Tuesday night, feeling the vibes, let me go ahead and end that poll. The winner of that poll is despite the L, I enjoyed what I saw with 46%, thrilled with some players in the setup with 36%, and we will always lose with these players with 17%. Very nice. Very nice dispersion of answers. Very nice variety in the answers, I might say. So big up for that. Let me just do a quick one before I do end off. Lo Celso, question mark. Sell, keep, and then the third will be whatever Ainge wants. Because that's kind of where I'm at. I want to sell him. My heart says sell him. The poll is live. Participate in that poll for those of y'all still here rocking it out with me. It is live. Lo Celso, do we want to sell? Do we want to keep? Or is it whatever Ainge wants? 2 votes for whatever Ainge wants. That's kind of where I'm at. I still lean on sell, but I wonder if anyone else agrees with me there. Jacob, thoughts on your scouts at Spurs? Some of them can do their job. It's not a problem with identifying some of the players. We identify them. It's the problem of pulling the trigger and getting the job done, getting the signing over the line. That is the problem. Scouts seem to be doing their job just fine. They scouted Kavicha back in the day before he was worth 85 million euros. They scouted a lot of these players, Kim Min-jae, Ruben Diaz, before they became stars. So there are some good scouts. Let's be honest. What's your opinion about Poch going to Chelsea? It is what it is. Man got to eat. Man got to take a job. Man got to do his best for himself. I have no problem with Poch doing what he got to do. I just wish nothing good upon the man from now until the foreseeable future, until he gets sacked, which I think the fans will force him out if they don't see things going their way. So that's my opinion. Skip is Pony, says Alan. And if my understanding is correct, Pony's not good. I didn't think he was good, but I don't know what Pony means. There's that good. Is donkey bad and pony's good? I don't understand. Someone help me with the jargon here. Ravi says, best to try and iron out any wrinkles in preseason, isn't it? Absolutely. That's kind of what we're seeing here. Yeah, but that's Florida. Maybe one of those other previous comments. Pep wants to check off scoring a goal at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium this season after winning a treble. As now the only thing that eludes him, right, is getting a goal at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Everything else he's found just fine. Let's hope we can keep it going, because that's about the only thing we've got left on City. Ravi says, which teams in the Prem do you think Spurs will steal points from with a win or a point? Shoot, man, that's a very broad question. I think, I don't know. I'm gonna say keep it locked here, and I will tell you when we're about to play them if I think we can. We will be doing content at least 5 to 6 days a week here on the channel. There will be something here. Prediction, post game, just chats pop up with Jacob every Saturday as well. Just going to plug the Saturday show again. Views from the ops. That's where I get someone from a rival channel to come on, give us their views on Tottenham Hotspur. That's premiering this Saturday. Don't want to miss it. Got Flawless from Sarcasm City TV. Very great guy. Manchester United fan. So we'll get his views and see what he thinks. Let's see. Gina says, Spurs players, big up Gina in the house. Gina's been showing up, showing out, hitting us with nothing but facts as well. Spurs players should learn the lesson. It ain't over till it's over. No pigeon celebrations until you win the game. The pigeon was very angry today. I know that much. Jacob, you got to do more shows when you can with Uncle Rods and Sophia football talks. That will be quality. Absolutely. I'm going to work to get Sophia on as well. Uncle Rods, I'm going to work to get him on. Anytime Uncle Rods invites me on his Saturday show, it's always a good time. So always down to make more content with those good people over there. Let's see. Yep, Chelsea sector managers every 6 months. Liverpool players are trained by Klopp to be mentality monsters who focus on winning, says Gina. Yeah, they fought their way back into a European position last season. They started off pretty bad. Pony is pony and trap equals crap. Okay, so pony's poo-poo is what I'm seeing. Very nice. Yeah, pony means not good. Okay, so that's a bad thing. Cool. So hopefully, very nice. Gina, Klopp has been chasing Sonny since their days in Germany. He beelines to Sonny after matches. Yeah, he wishes he could have some Sonny. He can't have none. Jay Racing, big up Jay, says, at Jacob, what do you do besides YouTube? I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm a friend to a lot of people. What else do I do? I mean, I enjoy a lot of stuff. I do a lot. Used to be in the video production on the sports world. Since I have my son, I stopped doing that and been taking care of him full time. And I do photography as a hobby. Photography is a big part of my hobbies. I do dwiddle a little bit on the keyboard, tickle the ivory, so to speak. So I like to try and remain pretty well balanced. But big ass Spurs fan, I'll tell you that much. Spend a lot of time on YouTube talking, thinking, and listening about Spurs. Maybe too much. Maybe I need to get out more. I don't know. Son would cook for Klopp 100%. Ain't that the truth? Fence sitters lose, sell, wins, as no one wants to keep. Let's see. Who's winning in the poll? 17 votes. My son's yelling. Let's see. 24% say sell. 76% say whatever Ainge wants. Looks like we're all buying in to whatever Ainge wants, and I love it because honestly, I'm here for it. Love me some Ainge. I want to give Ainge a big old hug, honestly. Some of the Spurs loanees may like Ainge ball and want to stay. I really feel like big up Adrian Schroka. I really feel like Destiny Udogie is one of those guys, that kind of guy who was like, I don't really know. And his demeanor kind of seemed like he wasn't very happy and like down. And now, ever since his diaries, you know, that was the first time I saw him smile, was in the little Hotspur diary thing that the Spurs are doing. They did one with James Maddison, they did one with Destiny Udogie. That's the first time I saw him smile in a Spurs attire. So, but then he scores today. He looks very happy. I'm watching the interviews with him after the match. He looks happy. I think he's starting to buy in. There is something I did want to share with you guys and gals about Destiny Udogie that I found pretty interesting, especially coming after his debut goal. So Destiny Udogie says, on moving from a back 3, back 5 to a back 4, this is his quote. He says, I'm good. because when I started, I was a left back, so it's no problem for me. I know how to play it, and it's normal. There you go, folks. All this, can he get back? Can he defend? Does he know what to do in the back four? He said it. You heard it straight from the horse's ass, straight from the witch's tit. Y'all heard it here. He's good because he started playing left back. That's where he started. And then the next thing I wanted to talk about, I guess the last thing right here I want to talk about, Destiny Udogie on Ainge POSTECOGLOU says, quote, "The new gaffer is really good. I'm ready to work with him. Yeah, he doesn't speak a lot, but you can see he knows football. He doesn't need to speak too much. It's good. I like his idea of football. He wants to play football with the ball, wants to have the ball. It's not like I defend and I counterattack. I want to have the ball. This man wants to have the ball. So there you go. He seems happy to be here. He wants the ball. I like what I'm seeing from the young man. Long may it continue. Long may we be excited about what we're seeing. Long may us people who have to wake up at obscene hours have very much to look forward to. Y'all, that's going to be my final thoughts of the day. Honestly, I'm so excited for more Ainge ball. Can't wait for the next match against Leicester City. Again, my biggest disappointment for today, I think Richarlison got a lot of service to him, got a lot of chances and opportunities. It is your job, Richarlison, to time your runs and to stay on side and to hit it appropriately. That's my opinion. But if we get Harry Kane, those amount of attempts, those amount of looks, if he gets all that, who knows what we may look like. It could have been 8-3 today if Harry Kane got all those chances that Richarlison got. So, again, I'm not trying to get head over heels with what I've seen, not trying to fall too in love too fast, but a lot of things to be excited about. Big shout out to Destiny Udogie notching his first appearance and his first goal for us. Big shout out to Guglielmo Vicario. I know I didn't talk on him too much. I thought the first 45 real quick, I will say before I sign off for Sicario, I will say he looked shaky with the ball at his feet. Waited too long to make a pass out, put Bissouma under a lot of pressure a bit, and then he also had a ball that went out of bounds that ended up leading to a corner that led to a goal. So Vicario got to clean it up with the feet, but he had a phenomenal save to his bottom left-hand side right at the 45-minute mark, right when we hit extra time. Very impressive save. Outside of that, he wasn't under too much duress. Fabianski was asked to call all work. So, but yeah, y'all, that's gonna do it. I'm really excited. Jason Bell says, excellent. This is about Udogie. Got to admit, I was nervous about Udogie coming into a new system. Liked what I saw today. So did I. Thought there was a lot of creativity coming up that left-hand side. I personally, so real quick, I also will say, I know I'm trying to sign off, but last thing I'm going to say is the substitutions I want to see, if we are going to go with the first 45 with a similar skeleton of what we had today, I'm going to say substitute Reguilon for Udogie. I need that in my life. Substitute Sarr for Skip. Or Ndombele for Skip. Let's see what Ndombele could do. Or Ndombele in the second half for Sarr. I don't know. Let's play around with it. Let's see what we could work out. Also, KULUSEVSKI, that needs to be looked at heavily. I would like to see Jed Spence. Let me see Jed Spence somewhere. Wonder where he could fit in. Let's see some more of these center backs. I want to see, someone's got to step in for Jaffet Tanganga there. Maybe let's see Joe Rodon try next to Christian Romero, because I don't want to see Sanchez, don't want to see Davies. Who else do we got? Dyer, definitely don't want to see that guy. There's a lot of people I don't want to see next to Romero. So let's see one more guy. Let's see how it goes. Psychedelic Warrior says, great show. I like how you read all the comments. Stay blessed, bro. You know me, too blessed to be stressed. I keep it 100%. You know that much. So big up. Ben Dippers. Don't know what that means, but vomit emojis. Big ups. Yeah, big up reading all the comments. That's what I try to do here on these episodes. That I'm the Untitled series. Whenever I go live, I like to read all the comments as well, because that kind of dictates how long the show will go and how much I'm going to do. So it would be only like a 30-minute show, 20-minute show without y'all. Y'all made it an hour and 10, so big up yourself. Please do hit that like on the way out if you haven't yet. I'm going to close out the poll. Whatever Ainge wants is the winner, and sell. Very happy with the results of that. But again, this has been episode 14 of the Untitled series. I hope you have enjoyed what you saw today. I hope you have a little bit of excitement and promise looking for. Again, let's not get too carried away. Just a preseason match. We did lose. Results matter per Ange. So, Ange, whatever you want to call it, long may it continue. I'm so excited. I hope y'all are too. But until next time, I hope y'all stay blessed, stay fresh, and as always, up the lads, and come on, you Spurs. Coys. Let me real quick say, shout out Gina with a super chat. That was the outro. I was playing the outro. Everyone's about to leave. I was playing the outro. You hit me with a super chat. Big up, Gina. Thank you so much for the super chat, the lone super chat of the day. Every time you're here, you're blessing us with your comments, and you're blessing me with these super chats. Big up yourself right now, Gina. Says, here's to fathers, Jacob and Guess. Big up. That means a lot. I stopped the outro just for you because I didn't want to just let it go bye-bye, and then your donation, you don't think I saw it. Hey, thank you so much. It means a lot, Gina. Thank you, everyone who's been hanging out. El Tel Coquerel, I see him in the house. It's fantastic work. But big ups, Gina, for the super chat. Thank you so much. Again, I don't know what to say because I had the whole outro going. You threw me off, Gina, but thank you so much. Woohoo! I appreciate you showing some love to the channel. It means a lot. Super chats always very much welcome. Big up, stay blessed, stay fresh. Come on, you Spurs!
United Spurs of America, with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.